For more perspective on this ongoing trial, let's talk to someone who is really in the know. Michael D. Cohen, founder of MDC Financial Research, was in the courtroom today, and he joins us now in the studio here in San Francisco. And you've actually been in the courtroom every day for the last 3 months. You've been covering this for all 11 years, so I can't imagine a better person to talk to about this. Bring us up to date on the latest. Basically, Intel now saying Rambus has nobody to blame but itself for its chip failing.
Right. So what's going on here is this is the antitrust case. There's also a whole separate side that's patent infringement cases. And in this antitrust case, what Intel is, well, what Micron and Hynix are basically alleging is that Intel would have dumped Rambus anyways, even if they didn't conspire to boycott RDRAM.
What's at stake here?
What's at stake here is a super large amount of money. Rambus's expert on damages is saying it's $3.95 billion in actual damages, which would be trebled under California's Cartwright Act. And we haven't yet seen Micron's expert on damages, but we know what he's going to say. And he's going to say that there's $19 million in damages if they did actually have a conspiracy to boycott RDRAM.
Hey, Michael, you and I have been talking about Rambus lawsuits for as long as I've known you. But is this really the big one? Is this the one that's going to garner the most money, or at least is the greatest allegation?
This is the big one in terms of potential. We don't know if it's the big one in terms of what it actually will do. Since the patents have now expired on April 18th of 2010, the patent cases can only collect on past damages, and that would only be here in the U.S. So the antitrust case really is the big money. And this case was filed in 2004, and we're finally getting a trial now, and it's a long trial and an in-depth trial at that.
What's the most damning allegation in the entire trial that you've seen thus far?
I think one of the most damning things that I had never seen prior to the trial is this Intel letter of October 26, 1999. And it's where Intel appears to be trying to get out of the contract with Rambus, or at least cushioning itself that if there is a problem, that Rambus can't come and claim, that the contract failure was Intel's fault.
And the language is really brutal in that. They clearly laid out conspiracy. Was it sarcastic or not?
The email that really laid out a conspiracy, probably best of any, is the Linda Turner email. She worked for Micron. And in a single email, she basically said that she asked competitors, Hynix, Infineon, Samsung, to lower the price of DDR because they wanted it to explode in the market and drive Rambus away completely.
Actually, an Intel engineer said in the courtroom today that Rambus engineers were, quote, not as competent and they didn't work as hard. So, really kind of putting the nail in the coffin there. I know you'll be continuing to watch how this trial progresses, and we'll look forward to hearing from you. Michael Cohen of MDC Financial Research, thanks so much for your insight.